Okay.
Hi, everyone. I am Angel Hicks, CEO and founder of Evolve Women's Network, and we are here with our national sponsor, Lynn Hogarty. She is the founder of Happy Hormone Cottage, and Lynn and I have been friends for years, and she's been a supporter of Evolve for years, and so we want to help spread the word for Happy Hormone Cottage and what she's doing over there. So, Lynn, would you like to give us your quarterly update, please?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Angel. It's so good to see you. You're lovely as always. I just said you look so great in blue. I love your hair. You're just kind of glowing as a new grandma. I mean, that's going well, right?
Yes, going so great.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Well, happy July. I know we're halfway through the month already. Hard to believe. And I think our biggest thing I'm most excited about with our cottage and our IHC is the weight loss program. Yeah, I might have said this before, and you've interviewed Dr. Kim Sunshine, who's our weight loss specialist earlier in the year, but women for 13 years since I began have said to me, I want to lose weight. And so finally, it's not that we didn't hear you, and Hormone Balance, it does help, because if you're estrogen dominant and over age 35, of course, we all are, get that under control, it helps us to lose the weight, but not fast enough maybe, and not quick enough. And so this weight loss program we began in November, we've rolled it out, and I'm telling you, it's been beyond our wildest dreams. I mean, our medical director and his wife did it first because that's authenticity, right? Let's see how it works for our group. And he and his wife each lost 40 pounds. She came off her diabetic medication, which is phenomenal. And then our other staff members got in the loop, and they're all doing really well. And then we have people that are, a lot of our clients are saying, I lost 9 pounds the first month. I had one gal who wrote a 5-star review yesterday that posted it, or maybe it was Saturday. So it's the easiest thing I've ever done. And the reason they're saying this is because it's not a gimmick. We're actually supporting metabolism, insulin receptors, and we're managing those two hormones that are hormone hunger maintenance hormones, which is the ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin is the hormone that makes you feel hungry. We control that. Leptin is the one that makes you feel full. A lot of people don't have that anymore. They've overeaten for so many years. Leptin signal has turned off. They just keep eating when they're full. You know what I mean? So this therapy that we have people on, they use this, and then it turns on that leptin hormone that says, I'm full. So you don't overeat. If you don't overeat, then you're not ingesting as many calories, right? It just kind of all helps. And so the money that you spend on the program is what you don't spend at Kroger's. Yeah. So we're finding it's a really great win-win, because you're not as hungry, you don't eat as much, you feel better, you're losing weight, you're losing inflammation. Overall, your risk for disease has increased, or the risk has decreased for disease. You feel better. You're not going to be becoming prevalently as sick. So it's just been a really win-win program that doesn't break the pocketbook. So we're really, really excited about that with the results we're seeing.
That's very exciting.
And it's for men and women too, both men and women, not just women, it's for men and women as well.
Oh, great. Now, is this in correlation with the hormone therapy, or is this a separate program? Or
that's a great question. When we began the program, I often said, and I still say this, if you're hormonally balanced, it helps. Okay. But women, we're impatient. We want something tomorrow, today, yesterday. So now what we're saying is, you go ahead, let's get you started on the weight loss program. And by the way, it's with Dr. Kim. It's all virtual. You can do it from the comfort of your home or your office behind closed doors. Talk with her. It's all virtual. Then she checks in with you often. The therapy comes to your home. It's so easy. But what was the question you said? What did you say? You asked.
Is it a separate program than the hormone therapy, or can you do them together?
Great. No. So now we're saying, let's just get you to lose weight. If you can lose weight and you're happier, then we recommend that you do the hormone piece. Of course, if you've got a faulty thyroid or faulty adrenal glands, that's a weight piece anyway. So, but it's not mandatory. Women often want to, but they're separate programs, right? It helps, but women just want to lose weight, right? They want to lose weight. But along with that, we often have women, especially in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, with sleep issues, fatigue, and libido. I would say once women cross off weight with a list, it's sleep, fatigue, and libido, maybe not even in that order. So weight loss doesn't help really in those issues specifically. So often, as you had mentioned before, progesterone can help with the sleep, and testosterone can help with libido. So we want to address those as well.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's wonderful.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. And then we also have our hair loss program. Women of all ages are losing hair from post-COVID, from thyroid issues, from hormone imbalance. And so we've got a really great therapy now that We'll regrow hair. Post-COVID, you make an appointment with any of our nurse practitioners, virtual or in person. We've got a wonderful protocol to stop the hair loss and regrow the hair. And then we have an amazing genetic test called the Trico test that has been phenomenal for men and women. You do this genetic test and you swab it inside of your cheek with this big Q-tip, and then you send it to the lab. I think it's in Austin, the Grown Lab in Austin, Texas. And the results come back. Meet with one of our nurse practitioners to go over the results of why are you losing hair and how do you best regrow it. So once we stop the hair loss, we can regrow the hair. We're having such great results with that. You can look at Google and find the reviews on that, or get information on our website, happyhormonecottage.com. But we're really excited about when things work like magic. We're like, yes. It's so, we're really excited about those two things specifically right now.
That is wonderful. So one of the greatest things about your program from a client and a customer of yours, I've been on the hormone therapy for a couple of months, I guess, maybe half a year, 6 months. And one of the greatest things is it's not like going to your doctor where you try a couple of things and then they want you to go 3 or 4 or 5 months, whatever. And then if it doesn't work, you call them, you make another appointment. I can literally call Dr. Tammy tomorrow and say, okay, I'm still going through depression, or I'm still not sleeping, or I'm still, whatever my symptoms are. And within the day, she's calling me back. We're talking about it. We're increasing medications. We're doing the progesterones. Are you doing your vitamin D, or, all of those things? You literally have a lifeline to this other person who's educated, who's walking you through your own personal, testing. So everything, all of my testing was all about what my body needed, how I needed to be supported. And it's not just a pill that's supposed to help with depression or supposed to help with anxiety. It really is matched to my DNA and my body.
I love that. I think the difference between what you're saying with what we do and maybe standard of care, the OBGYN, who are great people, but we want to find and fix the root cause, right? Birth control isn't the end all be all of medication. You know what I mean? We want to fix the root cause and then customize it for each person. So for you, and one thing you said really sticks out is that I love how you have taken the initiative to you call us. I mean, we do follow up, but it's your body, it's your libido, your sleep, it's you. And so you have to call us because we have thousands of clients and we care about each one of them. But the people that just sort of fade away, they sort of drop off because they don't feel as well as they should and don't tell us, shame on them. We're not God. I'm not a mind reader, but this is a personal endeavor for me. I began my cottage 13 years ago. It's personal. Every woman matters to me. So let me know if you don't feel well. We'll fix it, but you've got to communicate with us, right? We're just human. So I think that the communication has to go both ways. I don't want to read a comment on Facebook about a bad experience if you haven't come to me first and said, look, I'm still struggling. What can you do? And here's what I do know is that women are more complicated today. Whether it was some 13 years ago, whether it's COVID, the price of gas, groceries, stress stress plays a huge factor in our declining issues with everything I mentioned: sleep, libido, energy. If we don't address the adrenal glands and stress, you're doomed, right? And so it's a conversation, and it doesn't, I've never said it's a quick fix. You're not going to use a cream and make it magically appear, all your symptoms go away. Sometimes it's a real balancing act, and it takes time and communication and trial and error sometimes to adjust the medication. Like you said, another click or whatever to get it right for you, because we're not God. We can do what you tell us to do. So it's a two-way communication.
And I love that what you guys do is you give it to us and put it in our hands and say, hey, we're available 24, like not 24/7, obviously, but we're available all the time, in different methods of getting a hold of us. And if something still doesn't feel right, but it's not your guys, it's just your responsibility. It's also, I have the power to make myself feel better by just having a phone call or whatever. I just think it's a wonderful program. I'm super happy I'm on it. And when Dr. Tammy said, okay, are you sure you're okay? Because I said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm feeling much better, blah, blah, blah. And she had to ask me specific questions before I was like, wait a minute, I'm still kind of brain foggy in the afternoon. And she said, girl, click that thing up, make some adjustments. And so that was really, really helpful in the winter when I get seasonal depression. And
right.
so
And
it's a great partnership.
Yes. And one thing you said that reminded me is that, if I call up my little green cup again, my little receptor cup, as you get older, over 35, the cup empties. Angel, it takes time to refill the receptors, often 3 months. And so if you look at the checklist we give you at the beginning of your symptoms, you check from 1 to 10, rank them, and then maybe 3 months goes along, you think, gosh, I'm still not as great as I could be. If you go back and look at that list, if you've gone from a 10 to a 5, that's improvement, right? If 10 is horrible and 1 is the best you can be, and you click a 5, you're better. It takes time to realize, you know what? I do feel better. It's just sort of a slow refilling. It's not an overnight aha moment. That's not what we do. It takes time to get better,
That's right. That's right. Well, if you have any questions, Lynn, how can we find you, and where would you like them to find more information?
Yeah, happyhormonecottage.com website is a great place. Call us at 513-444-6343. Email me, lynhogrefe@gmail.com. My name is not easy. It's L-Y. It's on the screen there, but LYNHOGREFE.com. Message me in the portal. There are many ways to get a hold of us, but just get a hold of us if you have any concerns, questions, or want to get started.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you as always for your time, Lynn. What you do changes lives. And we're so grateful to have you as sponsors of Evolve. And I will put the link down here and you'll be able to find Lynn. And congratulations on being an Amazon bestseller author.
Back at you as well. Yes. Let me show my book real quick.
Yes. Thank you.
You have your book to hold up.
I don't have it on, not yet. It's on its way.
Book. Yeah. Thanks so much. And it's an honor to sponsor Evolve. I love what you do with helping women. It's a great partnership, and I will never leave you until death do us part. That's my pledge to you. So you've got me for a long, long time.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next time.
See ya. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.